coming right up. The Nuggets taking on the Pelicans. For the Nuggets, just one win in their last 8 games. An air of unpredictability surrounds this franchise. But they are still a dangerous team, and they'll try to prove that with a win tonight. Pelicans, Nuggets, the 9 and 10 seeds in the West. A make-or-break game with their seasons on the line. Hello and welcome everyone to our coverage of the NBA Play-In Tournament. Tonight, the 9th and 10th seeds from the Western Conference go head-to-head. One will continue on to the next game. The other will see their season end. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Williamson out there with Bay. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Queen and at the center filling out the middle. And for the Nuggets, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward. You look at the Nuggets, favored in this elimination game. Craig, win, they play again. Lose, they go home.
And you just can't look ahead. Just focused on the moment. Value each possession. That's really all you can control.
Pass to Bay. Gordon against Williamson. Here's Queen. 6 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Murray left side. Unloads. Jump shot is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Brown. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Queen. Jokic defending. And he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Pass to Jokic. That one's in, his first shot this game.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Williamson in the post. He's against Gordon. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. 5 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Watson kicks to Gordon. Jokic high post. Back to Gordon. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
There's a screen by Murray. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Jokic draws the double from the arc. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Now, Williamson. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Releases. That one misses. Gordon with the defensive effort. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Timberwolves. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Queen.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
There's a screen by Murray. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 5. And Watson has it in the corner. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Brown. Traps in the tray.
Brown is such a reliable three-point shooter, but he also does a little bit of everything else at a very high level. He's a well-rounded, old-school guard.
Now here's Williamson. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Murray against Murray. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brown can finish above the rim with no problem. Yes, indeed, he can bounce.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Murray a screen on Brown. There's Williamson with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Brown with it. 12 points his last outing. Pass to Jokic. Back to Brown. And stolen by Bay. To stop the drought. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, they're not willing to give Murray any easy buckets here. D'ing him up as tight as they can, even if it means fouling.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility over here.
First free throw is good.
Leader is what comes to mind when I think about Murray. Great guy to have on your team and in the locker room.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Fears is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Watson. There's a screen by Murray. Watson surveying the D. And here's Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Queen. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Watson kicks to Gordon. From past the arc. Brown's shot is off. New Orleans gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Williamson outside. Pass to Queen. Back to Williamson. Over Gordon. And it's Williamson missing. Nuggets trail. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back over to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Fear. Following the score by Aaron Gordon. Murray against Murray. Now here's Murray. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And with his length, DeJounte Murray is a difficult matchup. Helps him get to that line.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. New Orleans making a switch here. And so Murray nails both of them. So it's Denver now, trailing by 2. Here's Jones. Pass to Diallo. Launches it. Drills it from outside.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Kuminga against Johnson. Murray scanning the floor. Inside, here's Messi. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
For Denver, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Strother. 1:43 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And here is Kuminga. 11 points last game. Messi finds Kuminga. Murray outside. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh. Man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Now Jones hasn't made one yet. Outside, Bagley. There's Diallo over Fear. Shot good by Diallo.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Kuminga that time on the assist by Murray.
And over time, we've seen Kuminga be a more aggressive scorer, especially when he has the ball inside.
Now here's Jones. Johnson outside. Latrey. That shot no good. Pelicans leading by 3. For three, Murray. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Murray's got those rush hour handles, boy. It's so much fun seeing him pull off those tricky moves like this.
Jones from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the New Orleans Pelicans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Nisi. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot. And so it's New Orleans with it. Denver able to drain the 3. Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he attests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Here's Fears. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Nisi's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Bagley. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Fears with it. Takes a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. 8 points for Trey Murphy.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Johnson. He has 6. Drills the 3-pointer. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And doing a much better job from 3-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Here's Fears. No scoring in this one. Shoots. Again, the Pelicans score.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Murray. Left side, Bagley. Back to Murray. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. Nuggets on D, trailing by 2. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Five to shoot. Nails the baby hook. Williamson's got his first basket of the night.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Johnson, that's for two. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Williamson up top. Defended by Bagley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Craig, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way. Either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And he makes the first.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Murray's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. To the middle. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Williamson outside. Pass to Fears. There's a good screen. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Johnson finds Bagley. Now, here's Jokic. Denver passing it around. From downtown. The shot will not fall. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williamson in the post. Defended by Bagley. And it's Williamson missing. Denver's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Murray outside. Jokic on top. He's got 6. Pass to Strother. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now Williamson. Down low. Here's Mamu Kelishvili.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Some changes for New Orleans. Queens checked in. Hayes subbed in for Fears. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Pass to Jokic. Pelicans with the rebound. Queens got 4 rebounds in this game. Williamson outside. Murray the pass to Bay. Lets the 3 fly. He doesn't hit that one. And stolen by Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Queen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nuggets are gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Now, Jokic. Here's Brown. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Murray against Murray. Here's Queen, and that one is hammered home.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Jokic with the screen on Murray. Jokic kicks to Watson. Now, here's Jokic. He's covered closely. The Nuggets with another miss. Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Williamson. Here's Queen. 7 points in the game. And here is Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer off the mark. Denver's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Jokic high post. He's got 8. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Pelicans also making a change. Fears he's checked in for Trey Murphy. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Williamson double team. Pass to Queen. A 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now, here's Jokic. Last game, 26 points.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
1:25 left to play here in the half. Now, Fears. Still yet to score. Williamson in the post. He's against Gordon.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 8. Watson, the pass to Jokic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Murray kicks to Williamson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Jokic. Jokic rising up.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker as a matchup is a nightmare.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. Gordon for 3. He pulls it in. To Queen, trying to end the drought. No good on that one. Jokic, firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could bode well for them in the second half.
An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. It all comes down to this: a close. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with the double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Denver with the ball. The lead is 2. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
And it's Murray penetrating. And stolen by Murray. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Now, Jokic. Pass to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Tell you what, guys, you've got to be more aware of Murray there. When he's aggressive like that, he can cause problems.
Now here's Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. This one for 3. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder. Oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Jokic. 14 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. It's up a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Watson with it. Scoreless thus far. Now, here's Jokic. Murray outside. Fires the 3. Bay pulls it in. And it's Bay with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. Odd pass to Gordon. And stolen by Williamson. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bay wide open and he fired. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. For Murray. And again, Denver no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
To the inside. Here's Queen. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Murray outside. Pulls up. Pelicans pull it in. Pass to Williamson. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 3. But there's no question Peyton Watson is a player on the rise.
Yeah, and I think his ceiling is pretty high. I mean, he's a high-effort guy, seems to be a high-character guy because he's always ready whenever his number is called, and he produces in short stints of playing time. And the versatility he brings defensively, major value added.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. To the left side wing. Williamson left side. Just 5 on the clock. Lets a floater go, and there it is for him. Williamson's got 8.
Showing the versatility with the floater. Williamson sees where the D's coming from and able to adapt.
Here's Jokic. He's got 18. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
Murray the pass to Queen. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Watson dishes to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a tough cover. I mean, Jokic with his size and physicality, you know, his body isn't chiseled, but he certainly uses it well. He forces the defense right there into a mistake.
ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Williamson looking it over. Outside for Murray. Oh, good on the triple. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Queen. Murray outside. Lets it go from deep. And Brown pulls it down. Denver shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. From deep. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Pass to Bay. Here's the screen. Kicks it out to Williamson. A 3 off the mark. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 1-point game. On the wing, Gordon. Covered by Williamson. For 3, Murray. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Here's Bay. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Bay's got 5 points in the quarter.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. And stolen by Bay. Now Williamson. Banked in off the glass. 10 points for Zion Williamson. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
It's deflected. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. In the corner, it's Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic is... Murray, the pass to Gordon. And here's Watson. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Bay. Murray's got 13 points.
Yeah, you know, Murray plays with an intelligence and a poise that belies his years. I mean, this guy rarely forces things. He's very good at allowing things to come to him, and just has a nice rhythm and pace he plays with.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. .149 left to play in the third. Bagley dishes to Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And here's Hawkins. Pass to Kelishvili. Now Misi. Jokic defending. Shot clock at 5. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Fears. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Fears has got his first bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 22. That's tipped. Now, Fears. Pass to Misi. Kuminga against Diallo. Here's Fears. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Strother. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Classic Jokic move right there. The defense is drawn to him inside, so he sends the ball right back out. He plays with such a high IQ.
Kelishvili. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pelicans on top, up 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And thanks for joining us for this fourth quarter of this play-in game. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. Then it's Yves Misi. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. Here's Fears. There's the 3. The shot comes out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Murray right side. To tie it up. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. The lead is 2. Here's Fears. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Denver. Here's Strother. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Kelishvili. Shoots it up. It goes straight through with the swish. 12 points for Trey Murphy.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pelicans leading by 3. Pass to Kalashvili. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
The offensive rebound. Here's Strother. It's good. This game is all even.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Spears to the paint. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. It's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Murray following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Murray left side. And that one is good.
Good concentration by Murray to score it inside.
Here's Spears. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Jokic has checked in for Diallo. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Williamson's checked in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And so here is New Orleans. Kuminga the pass to Kalashvili. Bagley against Williamson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Denver with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Jokic throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Johnson outside. Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Launches from deep. Doesn't go for him.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Williamson outside. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Pelicans. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. And here is Johnson. Now, here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Murray. For the 3. Good on the triple. Now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
That's his second made 3, first of this half.
Pass to Diallo. Jokic inside. Johnson, a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The putback. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. On the wing, Gordon. And here's Diallo. Johnson surveying the floor. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 12 points here in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Murray. Williamson from long range. It's hauled in by Diallo. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Back to Diallo. Basket good. Diallo's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Now Murray. And they get it. Jokic grabs the miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Williamson from long range.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Outside Gordon shoots the 3. It's good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pelicans trail by 10. And you've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. For the Nuggets, Watson, he's checked in for Diallo, and Christian Brown subbed in for Cameron Johnson. The Pelicans also changing it up. Queens checked in. Bays subbed in for Fears. Now here's Williamson. Gordon with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Misses the 3.
I think everybody in the building expected them to make that collective shot.
Got it to go off the glass.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Jokic. Pocket 6. Outside Gordon takes the 3. Murray rips down the board.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Gordon with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Outside Murray. Launches it. That shot no good. Pelicans trail by 8. It's tipped. Denver shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Now Jokic. Brown! And the 3 misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Jokic finishes inside on the nice dish.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Oh, the dunk!
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Murray looking around. They swipe it.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Murray outside. Now Bay fires the three. Gordon with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And that's it, folks. The Denver Nuggets have won. Now they've made it through the first one and have a little momentum on their side for sure. They can go now into the next game, knowing the playoffs are well within reach.
Yeah, I mean, if this game's about survival for the 9th seed, the next one's about glory. That 8th spot in the playoff bracket will be on the line.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
All right, thank you, Nicola. This team showed up tonight defensively. What can you say about the effort on that end of the floor?
I mean, it's a whole collectively, you know, it's not just one guy, it's the 5 guys on the floor. So it's a coach, it's a bench, it's a fan. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks to all.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Greetings, everyone. Hope you're as excited as we are to watch 7 play 8. It's the Eastern Conference play-in tournament on 2K Sports. With 2 Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. They've got Josh Giddey, Bruce Ellis out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Powell, and it's Wilson in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, the Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. And we have an inter-conference rivalry here tonight, Doris. Bragging rights on the line.
BA, for you and I, there's nothing better than when there's a little distaste between the 2 teams. You can feel the tension in the crowd right now.
And here's Giddey. Powell outside. Fires from deep. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Mitchell up top. Powell covers. Allen with a screen on Powell. Mobley, right side. Back to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Mobley, a screen on Powell. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
It's Powell on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Wilson. 9 points in his last outing. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Allen. Strus with it. Now guarded by Duren. Pass to Schroeder. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Chicago grabs the miss.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Giddey. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Wilson from outside, off the mark. On the wing, Mitchell. Duren with a rebound.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
To the inside. Mobley with the block.
Boy, the reach. Mobley so tough defensively.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Wilson, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Doris, Norman Powell has been impressive ever since his younger days.
Well, he put people on notice in high school, right? He wins the dunk contest for San Diego County. He was on 2 All-State teams and won a state championship. And boy, he has proven a scorer in the league.
Here's Giddey. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Muzelis. Outside Giddey. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Fast break, Cleveland. From deep, Mobley. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Well, you see the confidence from Evan Mobley right now, ready to shoot as soon as he touches the basketball.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Well, Doris, Donovan Mitchell has really proven to be the kind of star you can build your team around.
Donovan Mitchell experienced a high level of winning as a young player, but he hasn't broken through and won a championship. So now every aspect of what he does is about making sure the group thrives. That's why you want to build around him.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. Here's Wilson, covered by Strus. Shot to stop the run, and that one's good. Wilson. Here's Schroeder. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Mobley outside. Back to Schroeder. 4-3. Rebound by the Bulls. Now here's Powell. Pass to Giddey. To the middle. Here's Wilson. The three. And he recovers it. No good from outside.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Schroeder passes to Strus. Mobley outside. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen finds Mitchell. Now here's Strus. Outside Mitchell. Clock at 6. They get the rebound. Allen can't get it to go.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Down low. Stolen by Mobley. Schroeder against Giddey. Outside Mitchell. And here's Strus outside. On target from range.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Buzelis. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Wilson. Giddey scanning the floor. Duran with a screen on Schroeder. From deep, Giddey. Pure from three-point range.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Allen outside. Pass to Strus. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Strus has got 5 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Wilson. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Schroeder with a rebound. Pass to Mitchell. Allen, left side. Stolen by Giddey. They've got numbers. From 9 feet, and that one's good. Wilson. Cleveland leading by 4. Mitchell with the ball. Last game, 26 points for him. Takes a 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Pass to Duran. Outside Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Buzelis connects from downtown.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for Cleveland. Outside Strus. Here's Mitchell. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Powell.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
And they take the lead. He's got 5.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finish in the painted area. I can do that too.
Pass to Strus. From deep. Chicago with a rebound. Duran's got his 6th rebound on the night. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Wilson, no good.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Outside Mitchell. Outside Schroeder. Now here's Strus. Lets it go from deep. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. This is a game neither of these teams wanted to play. They were both hoping to capture a 6th seed during the regular season. Rest up for round 1. Instead, they finished 7-8 and are in danger of missing the playoffs.
And that's what makes tonight especially important. A win automatically locks up the 7th seed for you. Now, you increase your momentum going into the playoffs, too. It's actually an opportunity to step up your game before the postseason starts.
And for the loser tonight, it's just the opposite. Momentum is running away from you. You have to turn it around quickly to play in the elimination game. And even if you win that, you're going to be exhausted heading into a 7-game series. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now here's Merrill, guarded by Okoro. Pass to Payne to win the cold spell. hits the trifecta.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
Now Jones. Smith with a screen on Payne. Now Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Pass to Bryant. Merrill outside. Back to Ivy. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
1:41 left now in the first quarter. Payne against Jones. To the paint. Claxton passes to Smith. Snatched away. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Here's Tyson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now here's Jones. Still no points. To the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
Pass to Tyson. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Blocked!
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Okoro with the ball. He's picked up by Merrill. Lets the three fly. And Ivy pulls it down. Cleveland has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line on this first quarter. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Bryant. From deep three-point range. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cleveland on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number. And welcome back, everyone, to second quarter action of this NBA play-in game. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Jalen Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Powell, then it's Trey Jones, and it's Okoro in at the 3. Chicago trailing here. Outside Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Spins. Excellent D there from Payne. And it's Cleveland's ball. Merrill outside. Here's the pick. Now here's Ivy. The D's right on him. And Allen gets it to go.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Powell. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Smith outside. Pass to Jones. Sinks that one from the post. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Allen a screen. Here's Tyson. Three-pointer, no good. Tyson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Jones, the pass to Powell. Okoro outside. Screen by Claxton. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Payne. Smith passes to Jones. Smith with a screen on Porter. Shot clock at 5. Jones finds Smith. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Tyson hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Tyson's got his second basket of the game.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And Cleveland making a change here.
Let's hear it for the NBA MVP.
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Boston Celtics know that stats, seeds, records are nothing. A storm has been brewing, and they are determined to bring a surge of energy in the opening game against the Heat. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got George. Jalen Suggs is out there with Conley. Then it's Batazzi. And it's Tatum in at the 4 spot. And for Miami, they've got Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. Taking a look at Miami. Well, they have a difficult test here in the first round with the talent level of these two teams. This feels more like a second-round matchup.
Yeah, I think most of us are expecting it to be a highly competitive series. Home court advantage could be the difference maker in this one.
And so the tip-off goes to Miami. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Wiggins dishes to Antetokounmpo. Wiggins sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Boston. On left of the wing. Suggs kicks to Conley. Outside Tatum. Back to Conley. Takes the three. Wiggins with the rebound. On offense, here are the Heat. Mitchell with it. Conley picks him up. That's good by Mitchell.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside Tatum. Pass to George. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Mitchell with the bounce pass. On the wing, Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Giannis. And he banks in the layup.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Conley against Mitchell. Conley the pass to George. Back to Conley. Tatum with the screen on Mitchell. Conley inside the line. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the tip by Giannis.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Outside, George. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Wiggins outside. And here's Giannis. Adebayo with the screen on Tatum. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Giannis after the basket by Boston. Adebayo with the screen on Tatum. To the middle. And Adebayo throws it down.
What separates Adebayo from other bigs in this league is his agility, and that really shows up in pick-and-roll action.
Suggs passes to Bitadze. Now Conley. The three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Mitchell against Conley. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And the three off target. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Suggs. Outside Tatum for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Heat. Mitchell outside. Here's Larson. Still without a basket. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Conley. Pass to Tatum. Here's Bitadze. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And here are the Heat now. after the basket by Boston. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
Outside Conley. Pass to George. Batase, a screen on Wiggins. From deep, George buries it from three-point range. George has got 6.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Here's Larson. Still scoreless. Adebayo down low. Batase's there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That is an aggressive move inside by Adebayo. He knew the contact was coming, and he was undeterred.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
He's off on the first.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances, and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
And the second free throw, good.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Now, here's George. He has 6. Here's the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep. Miami with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Adebayo. That one goes. Count it. Adebayo's got 7.
And one of the things I love the most about Adebayo, he's a center who plays like one. He's not out here trying to take long jumpers. He wants the ball inside.
Here's Suggs. Off target with his 3. The Heat leading by 5. Now, here's Adebayo. From deep, Antetokounmpo. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. He's got 12.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Outside, George. Back to Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. It's Batase. It's hauled in by the Heat. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wiggins outside. Inside. Pass to Larson. The Heat rebound. Now, Antetokounmpo. Now, Adebayo. Over by Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range. And now it's an 11-point Miami lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Celtics trail by 11. Outside, Gonzalez. Back to George. Shot to stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 11.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 15. Nails the baby hook. And the Heat lead by 11.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Sharman. On to Gonzalez. He's looking for Batazzi and finds him. Here's Sharman. Beyond the arc. Tatum no good. The Heat leading by 11. In the corner, Simmons with it. Giannis outside. Pass to Hardaway. Three-pointer. They get it again. Right wing. Montecchio finds Hardaway. And it's good for two.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
George looking around. Pass to Sharman. Outside Tatum. After two misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 11. And here's George. Tatum setting the pick for George. And it's Batazzi in the corner. Back to George. Shoots the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Lets it go from 11. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Miami. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Harper, and it's Garza in at the 4. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. Fires from deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside Harper. Here's Queta. Guarded by Simmons. Queta, the pass to Walsh. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Comfortable from anywhere on the floor. Hardaway Jr. will take the mid-range if you give it to him.
Outside Harper. Pass to Queta. Here's Walsh. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Fontecchio missing.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Outside Harper. Back to Hauser. To the inside. This one for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Hardaway. Misses from short range.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Harper. Here's Garza. Drains it from beyond the arc. Garza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Outside, Adebayo. Garza pulls it in. Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Harper. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Heat have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to Adebayo. 11 feet away, and it's Harper with the rebound. Boston's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now, Hauser. There's a screen. The tray. It's good from long range. Hauser's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
You have to stay connected with him out there or he will roast you.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Heat. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by Tatum. Pass to Bitadze. Suggs looking around. That one falls. And now it's only a 5-point Heat lead.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Now here's Simmons. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Heat. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Conley. And it's blocked. Outside, Simmons. It's tipped and stolen by Tatum. Hauser with the ball. Down low. From the arc. Outside, Suggs. The Celtics working the ball around now. Conley's shot is off.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
On offense, here are the Celtics. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. George is checked in for Sam Hauser. Outside, George. Conley with the screen on Wiggins. Nobody near George. Boston again missing. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Larson. Nothing on the board. Clock at 6. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Bitadze.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Hardaway against Conley. Outside, George. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Giannis gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Davion Mitchell's checked in for Adebayo. So it's Boston now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Conley, the pass to Tatum. Outside, George. Six to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's so difficult for a defender not to fall for that kind of fake by Paul George.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And George drops them both. Miami leading by 5. Out to Hardaway from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
To the middle. Here's Conley. Now Batadze. Outside, Suggs. Back to Batadze. It's all about it to Kumbo. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Really good focus that time by Wiggins, and now the potential for an and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, look at Wiggins year after year showing up and getting it done. Really a solid career and has some big-time highlights sprinkled throughout.
Now, here's Suggs. Outside Conley. Back to Suggs. And shot on the way. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Conley against Mitchell. Giannis outside. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh my!
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Suggs with some nice defense. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, George. Pass to Suggs. Back to George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. The Heat leading by 8. Giannis outside. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for them.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
George with the steal. Conley against Mitchell. Fades and shoots. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from George.
Perfect perfect start for Paul George. Just absolutely filling up the stat sheet and carrying the load offensively.
Here's Larson. Hasn't made one yet. Giannis a screen on George. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes that one. And the Heat lead by 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tatum against Wiggins. Tatum dishes to Conley. Pass to Suggs. The three from George. It's hauled in by the Heat. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
And you can see the competitiveness in Hardaway Jr.
The Heat have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. That free throw good from Hardaway.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Both shots good from the strike. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. And here is Tatum. Batase, a screen on Giannis. Tatum's shot is off. And so that's the end of the first half. Miami ahead. They lead by 12. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sideline. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Miami Heat.
Slashing, scoring it close. This is my kind of game. I like the grit they're playing with right now.
Yeah, and they're playing really smart. I mean, you keep it going until someone stops it.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a game one like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And game ones are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kenny, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, you're going to have to adjust the way you're defending him. He is getting whatever he wants right at the rim.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Boston. A 12-point game. We've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Mitchell. Yes. And it's Larson in a two-guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from three.
Wiggins sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Wiggins. Adebayo with a screen on George. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wiggins missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And George gets to Conley. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Conley. Batazzi, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Conley. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
No good on the second free throw.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Now, here is George. He's got 15. Pass to Batazzi. Here's Suggs. A three-pointer, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Puts it up from 15. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and puts his hack up and in.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now, here's Suggs. Defense right on him. Mitchell against Conley. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Suggs in the corner. No good with the triple. Miami leading by 11. Giannis passes to Mitchell. Pass to Giannis. The rebound by Batazzi. Batazzi's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Now here's Giannis. He's got 27 to the inside. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Antetokounmpo. And it's 9 points for Bam Adebayo. Pass to Conley. Here's Vitadze. Outside Tatum. Pulls up the high post. That one doesn't go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Floats it up for Giannis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Outside Conley. Tatum setting the pick for Conley. The kick out to Tatum. Conley, the pass to Suggs. Tatum setting the pick for Suggs. And here's Conley outside. It's hauled in by Giannis.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Back to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. Adebayo with a screen for Giannis. Miami again turning it over. Celtics trail by 10. Outside Conley. It's George on the wing, covered by Wiggins. George against Wiggins. George dishes to Suggs. Out to Conley. Shot clock at 3. Over Mitchell. Conley's shot is off.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Larson. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Larson. Conley against Mitchell. For 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum with it. He's got 7. Now George. Here's Conley. Back to George. Inside. There's Vitadze. And Vitadze throws it down.
And the slick pass from George set that up well. He has such a natural instinct for where to send the ball.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 27. Here's Larson. Takes the 13-footer. Another shot. Giannis up strong with force.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Outside Conley. Tatum setting the pick for Conley. Outside, George. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Antetokounmpo against Conley. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mitchell. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Launches a 3. Tips it. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Larson. Back to Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Defended by Batase. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
The Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in, and here's George for three. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And some changes here for the Heat. Bobby Portis is checked in for Adebayo. And it's Jovic in for Antetokounmpo. The Celtics also changing it up. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Mike Conley. Hardaway hits them both. And so George will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 16. Down low, stolen. Outside, Simmons. He's looking for Portis and finds him. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Walsh. Scoreless thus far. Yep, it counts.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Portis. Portis the screen. Jacks up a three. Jovic, no good. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Queta. George passes to Queta. Out to the right wing. This ball movement by Boston. Bangs home the trifecta. Walsh has got 5 points now this quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Simmons passes to Jovic. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Out to Hardaway. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Hardaway's got 11.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Here's George. And that one is off. Simmons with the defensive effort. The Heat leading by 14. As to Jovic. And it's good assisting on the play with Simmons.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
George passes to Hauser. Back to George. And stolen by Simmons. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. It doesn't go for him.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Pass to Garza. Here's Hauser. Here's Walsh.
Count it!
Yes!
He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
And so it's Miami with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball. here in round one. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Walsh in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
Tatum drives in. Oh, looping down the lane. Tatum.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Hardaway kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Portis. Outside, Simmons. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hardaway against Tatum. Here's Garza. Takes the 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Adebayo. Garza pulls it in. Celtics trail by 11. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Tatum. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now Hauser. Tatum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. On the wing, Hardaway. To the inside, Portis. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Portis has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to Garza. And here is Tatum. Here's Hauser. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Heat making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Tatum passes to Garza. Here's Gonzalez. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Atanse with it. Clock at 6. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Fontecchio. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Tatum.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Count it. Giannis has got 33.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Gonzalez passes to Hauser. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Heat.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Giannis. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's an 11-point Miami lead.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And stolen by Tatum. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Tatum completing the break.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Gonzalez. Takes it off the glass.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The Heat leading by 7. Here's Giannis. The quick look, no good that time. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Inside, here's Fontecchio.
Yes! Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Now here's Tatum to the inside. Here's Bitadze. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, and Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
Simmons finds Antetokounmpo. Giannis a screen on Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Always good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Gonzalez. Bitadze is screen on Simmons. 5 to shoot. Gonzalez's shot is off. The Heat leading by 9. Hardaway kicks to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Don't sleep on Simmons' athleticism. He still has the ability to hammer down those alley-oops.
Now Gonzalez. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Hauser. Here's Garza, covered by Giannis. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Celtics trail by 13. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Celtics making a switch here. It's a 13-point game. Here's George. Now Conley. Now here's Tatum. Jacks up a 3. And it doesn't go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Higgins outside. Now onto the Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Five on the clock. Adebayo fires. That one misses. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Tatum, Conley, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good luck. Giannis can close space in a hurry with that layup.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Heat. At one point, they led by 16. Let's lose a 3. No good.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Tatum. And he slams it down with a one-on hammer.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shoot from 8. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 10. Off his foot, and the ref saying he kicked him. Batadze setting a screen for Suggs. Now here's Tatum.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
Tries it from 9. Got it to go.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Tatum against Giannis. Pulls in another board.
And he seems like he's grabbing every rebound out there.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Adebayo against George. 6 to shoot. Outside, Adebayo. Mitchell. And get the 3. Celtics on offense, down by 12. That one is off. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Larson, guarded by Tatum.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And here is Tatum. Now Batadze from outside. That's another rebound.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a postseason game.
He has been sensational. A show of force on the glass. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Well, Giannis, some impressive wins. Talk about the momentum that you guys have created.
We definitely have a lot of momentum. We've got to keep playing good basketball, but at the end of the day, we've got to keep defending. You've got to be the one that hits first.
Both ends of the floor so important. Thanks, Giannis.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our play.